Hi and welcome back to the inside of our troop carrier. Doesn't necessarily have to be a troop carrier, it could be any 4x4 camper, could be a Sprinter van, could be anything. It's just about ideas. Now I'm not going to make the claim like people like Andrew St. Pierre White make, which is going, oh this is the ultimate one, because you look at his ultimate troop carrier, it looked more like his office. This isn't an office, this is where we live, this is our house. We're not going away for 3 months, like I said before in the first video. So it's quite different in a way. Different in colours, different in design, different in comfort. Yeah, we'll see what you have to think about it. I'm going to go through the storage today and the bed setup. So wait till the end and you'll see all the bed and the way in which it then sets up. We'll start with these ones. Hinges that way. I'll talk about these holes later. Bit of storage in there, diesel heater there. You saw where it exits out to the outside and venting and everything else. So we'll go through the heater again at a later date separately. Obviously got 2 of these, one either side. Let's quickly show you that one if you like. We've got a few bits and bobs, WD-40, oil filter there, air filter, just some servicing items and some other boxes. Now this here is still a little bit of a work in progress. It houses mainly our cooking stuff, knives and forks, plates, pots and pans, and our 10-litre water carrier. We don't have anything bigger than that. We certainly don't have anything underneath carrying God knows how much water, because we're very conscious of weight. We want to try and keep the weight as light as possible, and I will in a later video talk about weight and talk about how much weight we're looking at within this vehicle, but we've been very conscious about keeping it down. So access from there, obviously we've got a little access there as well, as you can see. Oh, and then we come to where the fridge normally goes. Now we've had our fridge for about 5 years and it's great, really good. Probably our, well, we'll get to our number 1 to number 5 items of overlanding on another video, but it's definitely up there. But we take it out because we're actually in a room at the moment, because we're staying with friends here in Africa, and so we take the fridge out rather than have it run off the electrical system. We've just plugged it into the mains. So we've taken it out for now. But underneath is another piece of storage. Jumper cables, jacks, stuff we don't use as often, all goes underneath there. Now the layout of these vehicles, you're kind of limited, you know, you really are limited. If you want comfort as well as everything else, there's probably only about 3 ways you can kit these things out. This is a pretty standard design, I think. But some people, what they do is they choose to have this whole area literally full of storage. Big drawers out the back, and little cubby hole things to access. But it literally goes from side to side, back to front. They also build it very high. So they're kind of blocking the windows, so when you do get into sleep, you haven't exactly got a lot of headroom. Plus it gets very hot in here, or can get hot. I've never seen the point in that. For me, if I'm going somewhere and I want to be looking at the views, opening the windows, enjoying what we're doing, then there's got to be to look out. So blocking the windows off just seems pretty bizarre to me, but again, each to their own. What I'm going to show you now, excuse me, this is our table. A little plate here, that screws into the plate, like so, and then we have a tabletop which goes onto here, and it swivels every which way. So it could be over here, it could be over there, laptop, food, that kind of thing. Now we wasn't even going to have a table, but I saw this in a big do-it-yourself superstore, and you'll probably recognise what it is. It's actually a table leg. So this plate normally goes to the table, that goes like that, and then you've got an adjustment on the bottom. You just take the adjustment off, and what you do is you put a bolt through there to take your tabletop. This was in a sale, it's under £1. It was ridiculous, so I thought, well, for under £1 I might as well give it a go. And it's actually pretty good, and it's a lot cheaper than buying these ones which are specifically designed for motorhomes and campers and stuff like that as well. Again, that normally sits down the side here, it's not in the way. This lives underneath there. So again, much better. Let me quickly show you, before we go, how this folds out to a bed. Now I've showed you it hinges that way. Now you lift this part up, and out it comes. The holes here are for air circulation. You know, when you've got your warm body, you'll probably find it in roof tents and things like that. You really need some air circulation to stop any moisture, excuse me, any moisture and condensation. And this kind of eliminates it, pretty much 95%. So drill these out, good air circulation, etc. Much better. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to get Hiker to jump in, and we're going to talk about the Tall Boy. So here we go. Okay, sorry I'm sweating a bit. It is God knows what temperature outside at the moment, so inside's a little bit warm to say the least. Tall Boy, well, we call it the Tall Boy. 3 sections. We didn't really know what we was going to use these for, but it's now become apparent. You've seen in previous videos, we don't travel with a lot of clothes, so just don't see any point in it really. So the bottom one is Hiker's clothes. No clothes in there at the moment because we've obviously got a room. Middle one, some dry goods, etc., food, curry sauce for your chips, like you do. And the top one is basically my clothes. Now, even with the amount of clothes we got, it certainly doesn't fill this storage. So we've got plenty of space, but we always resist the temptation of saying, we've got all this storage, why don't we fill it with crap? We simply don't do it. It's like having a house. We've all been there. You have a bigger house, you just fill it with more stuff. So again, we're conscious of weight. It's better to have more storage in case you need to pick something up and just put it somewhere for a while. So it's better to have a bit of spare, and we certainly do have plenty of spare, that's for sure. Now over here, this here used to be was going to be our battery box. So we're going to put the leisure battery in there, and then ancillary wiring. We changed that, and we got Luke down at Total Custom Conversions in Chichester. Another little plug for Luke, Chichester, Sussex in UK. He built this for us. So all our electrics are housed in here. So we'll show again that at another time. So we just got some odds and sods in there, some tin cans and stuff, and then we continue the whole tin can theme in here. This one houses our continental quilt, our goose down duvet, if you like. We don't sleep in a sleeping bag, don't really see the point in it. Just because you're kind of camping, why would you sleep in a sleeping bag? They're just restrictive. Goose down duvet, super warm in the winter, super cool in the summer. So that definitely works. So that's in there. We've got a couple of bits in there because we've been moving stuff around, but normally it's just a quilt. So that's pretty much, that. As I say, that's where the fridge goes. Then we've got the shelf, sorry. This was an afterthought. We got Luke to put this in, and wasn't sure if we were going to use it or how we would use it, but it's become super useful. And yeah, I definitely recommend a little shelf like this, just for tucking stuff away that you might need quickly, like electrical leads for charging your phone or something, or all kinds of stuff. So it's actually worked really well. It's really one of the additions we undernard about, but it's worked out to be absolutely perfect. What we're going to do next is I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to make the bed up. It's not night time, I'm not going to sleep yet, I've only just got up, but I'll show you what it looks like. So back in a sec. So here we are, the bed. Now it doesn't look very wide because it's not particularly wide. What we do is we tend to sleep top and tail. So Hiker will be up here headwise, I'll be down here, and then you've actually got plenty of room. It's super comfy, super fine due to the reflex foam we use, not memory foam by the way. So it's really comfy. Now we've been going about a year and we still haven't had these covered properly yet, so we've got these kind of stretchy cover things which are pretty crap. But since we're in Africa, we picked up some, yeah, not everyone's choice, really hard wearing cloth. I think they kind of use them sort of semi as a, I don't know, maybe a rug or something, but it's very hard wearing stuff. So we're going to wait till we get to Morocco, because those guys are a whiz with sewing machines, and we'll get covers made for these. We had a new cover done on our tent mattress, which I'll show you in another video. Yeah, quality super, absolutely fantastic. So we'll wait till we get back to Morocco to have this done. So that is the bed. This is us. Next video is going to be, I don't know, wait and see, but we're kind of coming thick and fast, etc. Again, any questions, very happy to reply, very happy to answer. Like, subscribe, what the people usually say at the end of one of these YouTube videos. Wait for the next one, and hope you enjoyed this one. See you soon. Bye bye.